这样放可以吗？没问题吗？
It's working. Hello, hello, check. Hello, 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 check, check, check. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, check, check, check. Hello, hello. Hello, check, 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 check. Sound check, 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 check. Fine.
I am in every corner of the earth, dreaming of a better tomorrow. Yet, this beautiful, lush planet is being battered from all sides. From global warming, ice caps, stable weather, to the loss of biodiversity.
People always think there's still time.
But I see every hour, one species goes extinct. Every two, a glacier the size of Mount Everest disappears.
People live under the haze of smog, unable to meet up by blue skies.
这个
Cut off
人
from the benefits
每
of
天他
electricity.
The distribution of energy has never been fair.
Like yellow sun treats us all the same. I'm giving it to Mel to convert the gift from 93 million miles away into unburdened, clean energy for everyone. I dream the same dream as you, using life as life's equalizer, promoting harmony between mankind and nature.
I am zero carbon power.
I am LONGi.
I am All China Environment Federation.
I am zero carbon China.
International Union for Conservation of Nature.
We propose strengthening and popularizing scientific understanding, awareness, and knowledge on
你们那边可以翻吗？
我们那边可以翻。
OK。
如果你需要一直切换的话。
啊，不用切换，你直接翻就行。对。 ？Hello，Hello，Hello，1、2，1、2，声音离开到哪个钥匙？它10是吧？Hello，Hello，Hello，有啊，OK，OK。啊，不用，你帮我翻进去。
I am zero carbon power. Endless deserts, vast Gobi deserts, towering mountains, deep blue seas, prosperous cities, peaceful countrysides. I am in every corner of the earth, dreaming of a better tomorrow. Yet, this beautiful, lush planet is being battered from all sides. From global warming, ice caps, unstable weather, to the loss of biodiversity.
People always think there's still time.
But I see every hour, one species goes extinct. Every 2 years, a glacier the size of Mount Everest disappears.
People live under the haze of smog, unable to see the bright blue skies, cut off from the benefits of electricity.
The distribution of energy has never been fair.
Yet the bright yellow sun treats us all the same. I'm giving it to my own to convert the gift from 93 million miles away into unburdened, clean energy for everyone. I dream the same dream as you, using light as life's equalizer, promoting harmony between mankind and nature.
I am zero carbon power.
I am LONGi.
IMO China Environment Federation.
I am zero
I am
carbon China.
International Union for Conservation of Nature.
Strengthening and popularizing scientific understanding, awareness, and knowledge on zero carbon power technologies, such as photovoltaics, to boost social confidence and ambition towards using zero carbon power. Towards a low carbon.
开始。可以吗？开始。Okay. So, hello everyone, and welcome to our Solar Plus Pavilion. I am Xu Qixuan, this year's Global Youth Ambassador of the Global Alliance of Universities on Climate, as well as an undergraduate student in Tsinghua University. And I'm very happy to moderate this event, Green Empowerment, Building a Green, Clean, and Resilient Future with Youth, organized by LONGi. Today we gather here with a shared vision, a vision of a world where sustainability and resilience take center stage, where the energy of our youth propels us towards a greener and cleaner future. And as we navigate through the landscape of our goal, it is crucial to understand the significant role that employment plays in shaping a green future. So let's first welcome our distinguished guest, Huo Yan, General Manager of LONGi brand, to share his insights. Welcome.
And ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and hello everyone. And I'm here today with great patience as we dive into the crucial topic, green jobs and green future. We know, and our planet now is in a tough spot right now, and dealing with the big environmental problem. And we are very happy today to invite some professors and also students from Tsinghua and Renmin University and other universities, and come here to discuss about the future. And as the representative of LONGi, it's my honor to discuss how green jobs are solutions for a sustainable future. And in recent years, the discussion about climate change has shifted from awareness to action. Just a slogan outside, from promise to progress. From promise to progress. We found ourselves at the important moment where we must transition to a low carbon economic. As a solar PV company and LONGi, and we are the biggest manufacturer around the world in the PV industry. And LONGi is committed to leading this change and creating a great future through sustainable employment opportunities. LONGi recognize the possibility for job creation within the renewable energy sector. Solar energy, in particular, has experienced a remarkable growth, become an affordable choice to traditional energy. The solar industry have the capacity not only to meet our energy needs, but also to drive jobs opportunities across various scales. And as we transitioning towards to a green economic, the demand for the skilled workers in renewable energy technology, energy efficiency, and sustainable practice will grow rapidly. And I think in China, we are lack of around 500,000 skilled workers in the PV industry. And LONGi, with its committed to innovation, is positioned to contribute to this job revolution. Our solar PV technology is at the front of this transition, and we are proud to be pioneers in an industry that not only powers homes but also empowers communities. And green jobs are not limited to the installation of solar panels alone. And the transition to a green future requires a diverse workforce, including research ability and development, engineer, program management, and also some political research ability, such as. And as a company deeply invested in the entire solar value chain, LONGi is not only creating jobs but also fostering ecosystem of talent and expertise that will drive the renewable energy revolution. We also recognize the solar impact of green jobs. By investing in renewable energy, we not only mitigate the environmental impact of traditional energy sources, but also improve social and economic inequalities. Green jobs are inclusive by nature, offering opportunities across various education levels and skill sets. This inclusivity is part of LONGi's value, and we are committed to creating a workforce that is as diverse as the communities we served. In conclusion, the pursuit of green jobs is not just an environmental choice. It is a strategy, decision, and aligns economic growth with environmental stewardship. And LONGi stand at the front of this transition, not only as a provider of cutting-edge solar technology, but also as a supporter for a green future driven by sustainable employment opportunities. And in the last 3 years, we also accept some students from EDF to work in our company and to fund the future about the economic, about the climate change, about the ESG. And we will also support the student from EDF in the future. And let us remember that the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. Together, let us embrace green jobs as the cornerstone of a green future that benefits us all. And thank you, everyone.
So many thanks to Huo Yan. Youth is playing a vital role in our topic, and to further shed light on their actions. So now let's welcome Dr. Vinita, the founder and director of Terry Policy Center, to deliver his speech.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and the young crowd of China. I'm very much thankful and very much happy to participate in this side event of youth of China who have organized for their future, not only for their future, but the future of environment and climate change. So I am a founder and director of TER Policy Center. TER means Earth in French, and we stand for Technology, Education, Research, and Rehabilitation for the Environment. Through my organizations, we are doing a lot of work in forestation on high range mountains, but our focus is to empower youth from the rural region of Maharashtra and as well as India. We work with the young people to give them means for livelihood, and also to train them in such a way that they will fight for climate change not only with the adaptation or mitigation, but with the innovative solutions. Because I believe that youth power is the most energetic power which we can use for the better environment with innovations, and unless there are innovations comes up, we cannot work for environment and climate change. So in our organizations, we give some material and some training to the dropouts, those who are not really working in colleges, they cannot go to the schools and all. But we gave them a training of 3 weeks for assembling the solar equipments, which can be again purchased by corporate social responsibility companies who are doing for their projects, and that way we are giving the good solution for empowerment of youth. India as well as China, there is a youth power which is very on high demand. And also I think I am not very confident about the number who has a higher youth, either China or India, but I think we are on parallel tracks where the youth are working for research, for their own survival, as well as they have a very innovative power, they have a very good power. But whenever we see we have to channelize them, and that channelization are done by their policy center. I wish the company which you are representing and you are working for it, you also working for youth empowerment, and if we can collaborate their policy center and LONGi for giving internships to the Chinese students in India in my organization, there will be a great collaboration between. And the young people, they need to have a experience what the other countries are do, or what kind of sustainability initiatives are taken by other countries and other organizations. So that exchange program, if we can run, this will be the one of the successful object of COP28. Because when we represent COPs everywhere, we just come, we just listen, talk, we just give speeches. But I am for implementation and I am action oriented. So I always feel that collaborations will give some good future for the students. And we have, means right now, what we are on the other side of the table. So we don't need to achieve anything in my life. Actually, I have borrowed something from the children's life till today. So I have to give back to them. And that is what my agenda, that I have to collaborate with many countries, many students, many youth, and I can empower them. And that will be the every year's COP. I have my agenda, and through that we get some good students to intern for my organizations. My organization people also get to know the knowledge. So it's a knowledge sharing platform, and I welcome everyone who want to work for environment. I have given my website address and everything to Owen's friend. I don't know her name, but she has taken it. And this kind of youth initiatives, I always welcome. Thanks a lot.
So many thanks to Dr. Vanita. In a world where climate change is casting an increasing impact, the importance of collaboration cannot be overstated. So now let's move on to our sharing session. Let's first welcome to our speakers Yao Xiang, State of Grid Cooperation of China, to introduce to us the story of developing a green, modern, digital, and smart supply chain. Thanks.
Hello, distinguished guests and members of the press. I'm Yao Xiang, a young employee of State Grid Corporation of China. As we all know, electric energy is a kind of clean energy source characterized by easy transmission, safety, and economy. As an enterprise that earns the world's largest power grid, the State Grid Corporation of China is committed to promoting the construction of a clean, low-carbon, safe, and efficient energy system. We also vigorously devote ourselves to carbon emission reduction and actively respond to climate change management. In July this year, the first transmission phase shifter in China was built up and put into operation in my hometown of Yangzhou, Jiangsu province. The phase shifter has enhanced the local capacity of new energy consumption, which area can provide clean energy for 20,000 homes more than before. Moreover, there is also a green and modern digital and smart supply chain from grid planning and design, construction and installation, to grid operation and maintenance behind it. Today, I'm going to tell you something about this. Compared with the traditional supply chain model, green modern digital and smart supply chain focus more on environmental factors. This chain model achieves the sustainable development goals by reducing energy consumption, optimizing the use of materials, and effectively disposing of waste. In the process of demand planning, we have integrated the concept of environmental protection and low carbon into the relevant technical standards for phase shifter. With reference to the energy-saving loss of equipment, the use of raw materials, carbon footprint certifications, etc. We have completed the formulation of technical and audio standards for phase shifter equipment, and by taking the advantages of super large-scale procurement, we also promote a comprehensive upgrading of the supply-side equipment standards of low carbon and energy saving in response to the demand-side standards. In the bidding and the procurement process, we will free to the green supplier selection standards from local government and implemented the Green Supply Index evaluation in the performance assessment of phase shifter suppliers, and we determined the green supply star levels of enterprise by comprehensive evaluating their environmental management system certificates, environmental protection performance evidence, and human resource for green equipment, etc. In this way, we lead the phase shifter project suppliers to carry out green production and operation, and lay down a good model of optimal selections of green suppliers for electric power industry. In the process of material distribution, on one hand, we implemented green packaging operation in the project. We have built a green packaging sharing system among materials, project enterprises, suppliers, and logistics providers. We have developed and promoted the use of austere disk and a security box, set up a green packaging transfer and maintenance center, and promoted the flow and recycle of green packaging in society to create a recycling ecosystem for the power industry. On the other hand, we promoted the green and low carbon project distribution. We actively built a platform of material distribution for the construction site, optimized the distribution scheme and transportation paths, and assessed the material suppliers, constructors, and warehouse operators to distribute electric power materials with new energy warehouse. By this means, we solved the problem when facing the blind spot or adjustment in the control of the traditional large-scale key material transportation with the help of ELP, and guaranteed the accurate supply of materials. Finally, we thoroughly opened up the road of the development of green logistics by the finish of the last kilometer. As for the warehouse management, we have created a partner called 1&1&X, covering the whole aspects, including flexible warehousing network, green storage of phase shifter projects, and other power materials. First of all, we introduced the concept of carbon management and built a photovoltaic roof of 9,000 square meters. Also, we eliminated non-environmental equipment such as fuel forklifts, cranes, and so on. Carried out energy-saving electrical appliances, unmanned operation online, and built the first zero-carbon electric power warehouse. With the introduction of warehouse management system for energy saving and carbon neutral, 100% green warehousing operation was completed, reducing carbon dioxide emissions of nearly 800 tons per year. Secondly, we also introduced the concept of recycle sharing with the reference of professional warehouse rents of the construction site to create a shared unmanned professional warehouse to achieve the goal of differentiated storage of materials, to improve efficiency of access, to promote the optimization and integration of warehousing resources nationwide, and to improve work quality and efficiency. Last but not least, the disposal of waste materials cannot be ignored. We actively cooperated with local environmental protection department. While considering the disposal of waste materials in phase shifter projects, we built a temporary storage warehouse for hazardous waste products with the treatment for the fire anti-corrosion and leakage, and with the construction of monitoring and early warning system. The upper limit of the capacity of hazardous waste products for a warehouse had increased up to 20 tons. At the same time, we positively promote the base construction for the disposal of transformer waste oil and explored oil recycling to help Yangzhou become a key city in the construction system for waste materials recycling. As the world's largest utility, the Great Corporation of China is connecting the enterprises and users in the energy and power industry chain. As a system integrator and operator, we focus on building a green, modern, digital, and smart supply chain system, innovating the production, organization, and service modes with chain thinking. As a supply chain leader, we take the initiative and assume responsibility for integrating various factors into the supply chain, such as modern cereals, unified standards, rich scenarios, reliable information, scientific algorithms, reasonable evaluation, innovative technologies, transparent processes, strict system, and so on. We promote the integration and the collaboration of cross-industry, cross-platform, and cross-enterprise, and give impetus to to the green, low carbon, digital, and the intelligent transformation of industrial and supply chain. In energy and power industry, we create an ecosystem for energy and the power industry with the integration of industrial and supply chain system, and maximize the strategic influence and ecological leading force in energy and the power industry and the supply chain, and contribute to the green and sustainable development of China. State Great Corporation of China will continue to contribute our wisdom and strengths to a green and sustainable development. That's all for my sharing. Thank you.
Okay, so our next sharer will be Zhao. Wait. Next sharer. Okay. So the following pages are from our global alliance of universities, and they are also like ambassadors like me this year, so we can go through them. And this is our youth campaign, and aiming for net zero, acting at once, now or never, global youth fighting together. So it's a collaboration event, and we encourage all of you like us to fight global change together. It's now or never. Okay.
Thank you and good afternoon. My name is Jasper and I come from China. And today I represent Ms. Zhao Ming, who is the executive director of Huantan Keji. And in my following speech, I will do it in Chinese, but I will give a very brief introduction at the very beginning. My sharing my introduction will be two parts. In the first part, I will share the posters and how we conduct youth climate action in China, and share some experience and highlights of our experience and activities. And in the second part, I will invite, very luckily, we have Yuhan today, who is also from Tsinghua University and who is the organizer of our youth climate campaigns in China, in Tsinghua University, one of the best university in China. So in the next time, in the next like 5 minutes, I will give a very brief speech about the poster and to introduce our idea. Why we launched this campaign and how we did it, and what is the impact of such youth climate actions in China. 好，那接下来呢，我就快速的和大家介绍一下，汇报一下我们的一个行动。那么其实大家可以看到，我们这个左上角有一个 logo 叫做元气炭。元气炭呢，其实是我们面向于中国的青年，然后推出的一种一个新的。消费的这样的一个场景，并且呢，我们是希望在新时代的这个人群里面呢，把我们的这个日常的生活衣食住行用，通过低碳出行这样的一个主线穿起来。那么穿起来之后呢，我们是希望能在学校这样的一个场景里面，把元气炭这样的一个微信的小程序加以推广，能让更多的人呢通过我们这一个小程序的应用。能够了解到说，哎，原来低碳出行也可以，就是和生活当中的其他的场景联系起来，并且这一个小程序的最大的意义是我们把碳进行了一个量化，也就是说，我们日常在骑车的时候，可能很难想象说，我骑一次车，我进行一次单车出行，那么我做出的贡献有多少？我减碳的空间有多大？我们小程序的一个首创性的做法呢，就是把这一个相对于乘坐燃油车出行做了一个计算。那么每一次它通过小程序记录下来我们的这一个出行的距离、出行的方式，使用单车之后，它就可以得到一个减碳的量，以及它所对应的这样的一个积分。通过这样的一个积分，它可以换到 比如说这样可可爱的熊猫呀，或者是我们今年第一次的时候呢，是和这个食物来进行联名了，包括和一些常见的就大家熟知的奥特利呀，然后雀巢呀等等这样的一个品牌。那么接下来的这4张海报呢，我们想进行一个简单的呼吁。因为我们非常有幸是和这个清华大学，然后零碳行动联盟学生协会，然后我们进行了一个合作。那么他们呢是我们在清华大学的合作伙伴，是活动的一个组织方。我们邀请到了4位大使，他们也都是分别来自于 COP 世界大学气候变化行动联盟。然后我们在这里呢。在LONGi馆，在 Solar Plus 这一个场馆来做出一个联合的呼吁。那么第一个呼吁呢是世界青年即刻行动携手共创零碳未来。那么第二个呼吁呢是我们要心系家园，我们低碳出行，低碳出行对于我们的这个贡献呢其实是很大的，对于低碳的这个贡献。那么第3个呼吁呢也是和我们元气碳小程序密切相关的，要元气不叹气，这个是我们今年的一个口号哈，因为大家知道这个现在生活呀、学习呀、这个工作呀压力都很大，然后我们还是呼吁大家低碳生活，要元气不叹气。那么最后一个呢是我们这一个收尾，也是希望能够通过这种交通和比如说日常的这个餐饮这样跨场景的联动，我们在吃的上面也多多的做贡献，一起吃出可持续未来。那么接下来呢，我想把麦克风交给雨涵，然后为我们简单的分享一下他们在这个清华里面这个举办活动的一个最佳的案例，可能几分钟的时间几句话，然后简短的来说一下你的like share your insights to the audience today。
大家好，我是苏雨涵，来自清华大学，然后我也是今年世界大学气候变化联盟的青年大使之一。那其实刚才浩然提到的这个零碳未来协会是清华大学比较新的一个学生协会，今年是我们第2年的正式运营，所以非常高兴能够有机会呢跟这个NGO 一起合作，做这些非常有意义的事情。因为在校园里面推动学生去做一些跟可持续相关的行动，是需要一些激励的，因为就是可持续发展相关的这个概念，其实在高校里面并不是非常的不是在所有人的认知里面都是对等的，所以呢，我们非常高兴能够跟这些 NGO 还有企业合作，去推动这一些可持续发展在校园里面的一些推广。那我们这里呢，我就是自己印象比较深刻，因为我其实已经脱离了这个零碳协会的这个核心组织干部，现在是一个编外人员，所以我自己的一个观察呢，就是跟这个 OLEC 还有其他的这个合作的过程当中是非常有用的，可以激励到学生去参与的。他们呢会每天通过这个 APP 去记录他们的这个出行的里数。那如果大家有机会到过清华的话，其实都知道在清华走路是不太现实的一个事情，我们必须要以骑车才能够在各个这个主要的建筑物里面游走。所以呢，在这个学校的这个校园生活里面呢，其实是有很多的低碳行为，但是大家并没有意识到它本身是一个低碳的行为。所以当我们就是用这样子的一个活动激励大家去思考自己日常生活中有哪些已经做得好还能做得更好的部分的时候呢，其实就是一种可持续发展在学生以及个人行动方面的一些激励。那我就简单的讲这么多，然后谢谢浩然。
And thanks to Yuhan. Sorry. So our following speaker is Gao Jinyi, Secretary General of Youth Environmentally Friendly Actions Committee of All China Environment Federation. Her sharing topic is environmental NGOs' efforts in boosting biodiversity mainstreaming, national species protection action. Let's welcome.
谢谢。
Hello，各位领导、各位嘉宾、亲爱的朋友们，大家下午好！很高兴可以大家聚到我们在这样的一个 COP28的现场，然后在隆基的展厅，然后感谢大家提供这个平台，然后我们今天可以去在青年日分享一些我们青年，然后关于气候变化与相关协同的主题的一些解决方案。然后今天我想分享的呢是关于跟气候变化比较密切的一个话题，也是生物多样性。生物多样性主流化是我们现在也是大部分企业比较关注的一个话题。然后同时，但是在中国很多的大众层面的，尤其是年轻人，可能并没有意识到生物多样性对我们日常生活的重要性，以及它与气候变化的一个关联。因此，我们发起了一个叫生物多样性主流化公民科学家全民物种奇遇的项目，希望可以以此项目，然后让更多的青年群体去了解生物多样性以及气候变化对地球的影响、对生态圈的影响和对我们物种的影响，然后通过物种作为一个媒介，让更多的青年群体能够去关注我们地球现在的一个状态。然后接下来我将为大家去介绍一下我们这个项目的一个逻辑是一个很有意思的项目，希望大家可以接下来听完之后也在会后给我一些反馈，因为我们这个项目也是在一个持续的更新的过程中。首先呢，就是我们关注到一个现状，就是生物多样性，它其实也是非常的一个国际，它也是一个逐步被关注的一个国际议题然后在去年的 COP15 上，我们联合会其实也发布了一个我们的生物多样性主流化的倡议，去呼吁更多的民间组织能够去加入到生物多样性主流化的行动中来。对，sorry。Yes， 然后同时呢，我们也关注到，就是越来越多的企业然后其实在他们去撰写 ESG 报告或者是他们的 CSR 报告的时候生物多样性的话题也是可以很好的成为他们的一个核心的抓手，让他们去更好的履行他们企业的社会责任。然后同时我们联合会在去年的 COP15 上也牵头发布了我们的生物多样性的这样的一个全民的倡议，然后基于我们这样的发布的一个民间组织去助力生物多样性主流化的一个行动共识的倡议呢，我们今年也决定跟我们的中科院，就是我们国家的中科院，然后和我们联合会共同去打造以物种奇遇 APP 为核心平台的全民物种奇遇行动。这个行动呢，我们一共是希望以这个物种奇遇 APP 为核心平台运作，然后作为它的一个核心运作机制，然后并同步去推进我们的一个生物多样性的价值衡量工具的探索，通过赋能各利益相关方，然后去让更多的吸引社会的民间的力量加入到我们的生物多样性保护工作中来，然后形成一个多项的价值流动。然后因此我们这个项目它其实是不光链接青年和大众，同时也将会链接政府以及更多的企业还有 NGO 组织的一个多元化的一个行动。然后基于这个行动，我们一共定了4大目标。第一个目标是我们希望可以去建设一个多方共同可以参与的生物多样性科普与可持续发展的平台。第二个目标呢，是我们希望可以加快的去推动生物多样性融入到企业、社区以及公众的生产的一个生活中。然后第三个目标是我们希望在主流化的背景下去探索一个生物多样性的价值衡量工具，量化企业的生物多样性成果，彰显我们的一个协作力量，去实现多方的共赢。第4个目标也是我们希望可以通过这个活动去完善我们中国的生物多样性数据，形成一个人人皆数据的一个数据网概念。让我们每一个青年以及老百姓的大众都可以去为我们的数据做一个支持。然后同时我们一共也是为了完成上面的4大目标，开展了4项具体的行动。其中我就介绍一个比较核心的，就是我们此次计划也是希望能够去培养1万名的公民科学家然后作为我们之后的核心能量，去加入到我们的这样的生物多样性活动中来。 然后这个是我们预计未来整个项目的影响力和我们需要去做到的一个我们的目标然后我们其中学校是我们很重要的一个传播和我们的合作渠道，因为学校它对于生物多样性活动的需求和包括对于生物多样性这个内容，它其实会非常的适配。然后接下来是我们物种奇遇的 APP 的一个介绍。我们物种奇遇 APP 它分为公众版和专业版2个版本。公众版更多的是面向 C 端的大众人群，然后通过一个比较游戏化的背景和丰富的奖励机制，呼吁更多的人可以去加入到我们物种奇遇的探索行动中来。然后专业版的更多的针对于企业，然后我们可以去用我们的这样的一个专业版的 APP 帮助企业去塑造他们的一个生物多样性地图。然后其中我们的一个核心的合作方也就是我们的中科院，然后我们用他们现在已有的一个中国生物多样性名录和物种多样性的数据平台，打造了我们的物种智能识别的这样的一个模型。然后通过这个模型，未来我们会持续的去更新，然后去壮大，然后去让更多的就是我们的老百姓能够去用他们的力量去为国家的这样生物多样性的平台去补充我们的数据。然后这2个是具体的我们公众版和专业版的它的定位以及我们的一些口号。然后这个版本，这个是我们基于公众版的设计过程中，我们设计的一个游戏化的一个背景故事，然后可以通过这样的一个背景故事，让更多的人去愿意加入到这个里面来。然后这个是我们的一个场景的一个背景设计就是我们每个进入公众版的 APP 的小伙伴，他们都是一个奇遇师，然后他们会有一只属于自己的精灵去帮助他们去收集物种的生命之光，然后从而用这个生命之光未来可以去兑换很多不同的礼品，会获得一些不同的活动的奖励的机制。这个对。然后同时呢，我们的专业版呢，我们未来也是会让企业给到员工去使用，并且能够去更好的把我们的就是企业的员工力量去链接进来。这个是一个后台的示意，就比如说我们企业去用这个 APP 的时候，它可以看到它不同的部门的一个参与情况，并且看到不同的以它的比如说某一个核心标志物为范围多少里内，它的生物多样性的一个分布情况。然后最后一个也是我们比较核心在打造的，就是价值衡量工具因为我们发现现在在主流化的背景下，它其实国内中国并没有一个适用的一个标准的衡量工具然后所以我们希望能够去探索这样的一个生物多样性的价值衡量工具，形成生物多样性领域的核心计量单位，去量化企业在生物多样性的就是行动中去贡献的成果。然后我们现在也在不断的去完善我们的专家智库，以及集结更多的社会力量，然后去加入到我们的这个行动中来。对，然后这就是我今天的发言，然后希望大家也可以对我们的行动提出一些宝贵的想法和建议，并且也希望大家可以有一些合作的一些思路，然后我们会后也可以进行沟通。然后把那个由我们的主持人来介绍下一个环节。
So thanks. And some of you might be quite familiar with Lingyuan Yousa, a virtual idol from China, as well as the bird protection ambassador of the All China Environment Federation Youth Environment Friendly Action Committee. So on October 14th, World Migratory Birthday, the committee launched a recreation campaign featuring the theme song Wait for My Return and the corresponding MV under the Birds Protection Initiative of Chinese youth. The event gained nearly 100,000 views and received around 50 pieces of recreation video. So now let's take a look of it.
大家好，很高兴能和大家见面，我是林渊优萨，来自中国的虚拟艺人。也是中华环保联合会青少年环境友好行动委员会守护飞鸟大使。在今年10月14日世界候鸟日这一天，青少委发布了守护飞鸟梦青少年关爱鸟类公益行动主题曲带我回返暨主题 MV 2创作品征集活动， 获得了近10万播放量，收到了近50支作品。在这些作品中，处处可见中国青年守护飞鸟、守护生态的热情与决心。现在，我们将优秀的视频进行了总汇，在这里，大家一起来看一看吧。
So that's the end of our sharing session, and thanks to all of our speakers for the splendid sharing. And next is our panel discussion session. I'll give the microphone to Yuhan.
Good days, ladies and gentlemen. I just introduced myself in Chinese, so I will just repeat again in English. So I'm Su Yuhan from Tsinghua University, China, and I'm a Global Alliance of Universities on Climate Youth Ambassador this year. So as a youth, I'm thrilled to be here, moderating this roundtable dialogue on collaboration towards nurturing the environmental leaders of the youth generation. As we see, we have three guests today, but unfortunately, some of our distinguished guests have a very busy schedule, and we will have our panel start first, and they maybe will join us later. So first, let's welcome our first esteemed guest, Katie Morgan, Lead for Climate Community at MIT. Mr. Teng Da, General Manager of LONGi at the Middle East and North Africa office.
So, hello, 学期，没有声音。So morning, our very distinguished guest. I'm very happy to see that we have guests from industry and also higher education on this stage. So I would like to start with some general and maybe easy question for you guys. So you can just answer based on your personal perspective and also experience. I would like to invite Katie to start our roundtable dialogue. So what role do you think that higher education today plays in delivering a more sustainable future for the youth?
Thank you so much for having me here today. Pleasure to join you and speak with you as well. Higher education has a really important role to play when it comes to climate action and to empowering youth. So many youth today are so passionate about taking initiative within climate, being able to take action, and higher education has an opportunity to capture these students that are coming in and be able to give them the right opportunities to be able to succeed and go out into the world and make a difference. And so at MIT, we think about this a lot. And so how are we giving the opportunity for students to connect with the right people? So in labs, but also the opportunity to get out into the world and go out and collaborate with industry, with different foundations, and get to meet people that are on the ground experiencing maybe some of the most critical issues so that they can have a better perspective and be able to make a bigger difference.
Thank you, Katie. Well, as a student, I can't agree more about what you just shared about higher education in empowering youth to deliver climate actions. So thank you for your sharing. And I would like to welcome our third guest on this panel discussion, Mr. Karim Ehasala, Brace to Zero Fellow and Climate Champion. Welcome. And now I would like to invite Mr. Teng Tao to have our second sharing. Working with LONGi, a leading solar technology company, what role do you see enterprises playing in empowering the youth generation with renewable energy?
Okay, thank you, Yuhan. Thank you very much. Thank you for the guests attending our panel. So it's very nice questions. How can we do more in the just for the youth and during the energy transmission? Okay, like very simple. The first one, we need to hire more and more young people to work together with us. So we need to create more and more jobs for them. That's number one. And number two is like because LONGi is a global company, so we are doing business and also cooperating with very international companies, authorities, and facilities. So during this process, we are sharing our experience to the local companies, local government. For example, in Central Asia, we are helping the government to draft their policy for the solar, and also draft the policy how to use solar to help the poor people. And the second one is like during our business going on. So LONGi and our partners, we are creating more and more jobs, local jobs. For example, like right now, what we are doing in Beirut. So we set up the scholarship, and we cooperate with our partners and the distributors. So every year we will give them like for each county there will be 5 positions where it's open for the newly graduated students. That is what we are doing right now, and also frankly speaking, we are also planning to do more in the future.
Thank you, Mr. Teng Tao. It's really happy to hear that our industry is going to open more green job opportunities to the youth, because this is what we're eagerly looking for. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Karim to the audiences. And I would like to invite you to share some of your experiences, because I know that at COP27 last year, you were deeply involved and met some resulting opinions. So what impactful outcomes do you foresee for sustainable driving force and decarbonization, especially in Egypt after COP27?
Thank you. And first off, I want to thank you for inviting me to be with you in this session. Such an honor. And apologies for joining late. I was on the other side of the expo, and I like 15 minutes of running to be here. So apologies for that. But regarding my experience in COP27, I was part of the COP27 presidency team, specifically the youth task force. So we were responsible for mobilizing and accelerating all the youth engagements in COP. And actually last year in Egypt, we had a lot of breakthroughs for youth engagement in the climate process and the UNFCCC process. We had the first ever youth envoy, which this year is called the Youth Climate Champion. It was the first time that this role was established to be in close proximity to the presidency to represent the youth voices. We also had the first ever Children and Youth Pavilion, which was also definitely a historic moment for the youth, and it was replicated again this year, and we're happy to see that even get bigger with COPs. We had the first ever Youth Day, Future Generations and Youth Day, and also we have this in this COP on the 8th. So I'm really happy that we started this, and now it was just not a one-time thing, but also it got more traction to it. I believe that it's very important, as the Mr. said, to provide green opportunities and green jobs for the youth, because they find it hard. At least I was a student a couple of years ago, like not that long ago, and me and my colleagues find it very hard to engage in the green sector. So we keep hearing about it, attend the conferences about it, but to find jobs, to find opportunities is very hard. So I think giving them these opportunities, but also having in the back of your mind that you need to do some capacity building for them, because we don't study this in the universities, there is not much resources available. So I think also having this into consideration is very important to make sure that you interact with the right youth and give them the full experience. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Karim. Thank you for sharing. So you mentioned capacity building just now, and I know that a lot of youth, they know about climate change, but they want to do something, but they're not sure how to start their action. So I think capacity building and empowering is very important. So based on your experience in the Climate Champions team, could you elaborate more on how you have stimulated the potential of youth in climate action? And is there any success case maybe you can share with the audience in the aspect of sustainable empowerment for youth?
Yeah, this is a very good question, actually very relevant to something that I just did yesterday. So to give a bit of context first, I work with the UN High-Level Climate Champions team, and that's the team that is mandated to accelerate climate action within non-state actors. Non-state actors is everything that's not a state, every actor that is not in the negotiation room. So it's spanning businesses, it's spanning cities, it's spanning universities, CSOs, NGOs, everything. We want to accelerate climate action within these community. So we have the Race to Zero campaign. This is one of our, this is almost the biggest global campaign for mitigation when it comes to non-state actors. And we want to drive all of them to commit to having emissions in 2030 and reaching net zero in 2050. I actually invite whether the audience or my fellow panelists to if you are not already part of this campaign with your organizations, I think you should have a look about it, and we'll be very happy to have a discussion afterwards. So my role, I'm part of their youth fellowship program that was also kind of part of the opportunities that I was telling you about. This is the opportunities that they give for the youth to contribute and also learn at the same time. And what I noticed is we didn't have a lot of engagements with the youth in the campaign itself, in the Race to Zero campaign. We were mainly talking about like definitely big businesses, big organizations, but we didn't have a specific like engagement with these. So I had a discussion with my team, and we actually made in COP this year, just yesterday, global youth leading the Race to Zero event. We had a couple of youth organizations. We had Yongu, we had Irena Youth, we had Taka Youth Council, we had like many youth organizations represented to help us draft the youth engagement strategy for 2024. So I would invite you to also follow the updates that we will post on this specific topic, how we engage with the youth in the Race to Zero campaign. But we have a lot of very good plans for them, because I believe that youth are the ones that will really take the campaign from like what we have now to a really next stage, because they are the first adopters, they are the most fierce advocates, and they are the biggest critics in the climate. Yeah, that's true, in the climate space. So I'm very happy for this opportunity to engage with them, and please, if any of the youth is interested, follow up with the updates, and definitely let's have a discussion after. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen, for the sharing. I really agree that the role of youth is like cannot be more important ever in climate actions. And before I was here, I was at the another Youth Day event at China Pavilion. The guests also emphasized the importance or role of youth. They are not just the future
of the world. They are the currents, they are already the leaders of the world today. So it's really happy to hear that we already have some initiative, we already have some partnership that really emphasize the role of youth in the future. So very thank you for your sharing. And next, I would like to ask I would like to pass the mic to Mr. Teng Da. So working with LONGi, a leading solar technology company, what role do you see that enterprises playing in empowering youth generation? And is there any good case studies like that LONGi is doing to empower youth and end users with sustainable innovation?
Okay, thank you, Yuhan. That is very good questions. So, okay, the first one I want to say here, LONGi is not only the it's not only the leader of the industry, but we are also the leader of the education for the next generation. Because one, just like what I mentioned before, so we are not only sharing the technology, not only sharing the experience, but we are also doing quite a lot of things on ground. So, for example, like maybe I can give you several cases. So the first year when LONGi come to Middle East, and that is 2019. So not only the sales teams, but also we need to assembling the technician teams. So at that time, it's really hard. It's really hard to find the qualified engineer here in Middle East. So we have to bring some Chinese guys from China to give the technical support to the sales teams. So at that time, we ask ourselves, okay, how we can do to sort out this kind of situation. So at that time, we cooperate with several universities. For example, even right now, we are cooperating in UAE. We are cooperating with Herawat University. In Jordan, we are cooperating with Khadim Prince University, and also in Saudi, we are also working with the universities. The first one is we set up the scholarship there, and we donate some solar system in the rooftops, so that for the teachers or the professors, they are feel free to use our equipment, and also for all the generation, for all the technology, so we are free to share with them. So for the young people and for the students, I think they can feel the solar technology by themselves very closely, and also in another way. So in Beirut, in Lebanon, in Yemen, and also in Sudan, we are donating quite a lot of house use systems. For why we need to do that? Because we know that without the electricity, the young people they cannot study. They cannot study. So we just help them to move the first step. And after that, when I went to the university, so they can have the chance to touch the technology by us. And also we are very glad to see that, for example, for this year, when we set up the new teams in Yemen, and when we set up the new teams in Saudi, we are very glad to see that the resume we received, and most of the application we received, the average age from the young generation, from the young technician, it's around like 22 years old. So to me that our job worked. So we are really glad to see that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Teng Da. I think the work you mentioned that LONGi doing around the different countries in the world is quite what we are looking for nowadays. It's a collaboration between different regions, different business around the world. No matter what country you are from, what background you have, we are working to the same goals. So we already have some voices and perspective from youth and also industry. I would like to draw back to our representative from higher education. So Katie, could you share some cases how MIT is doing to empower youth?
So I think we play a beautiful role in between both of the work that you're doing here. So my specific role at MIT is working for MIT Solve. This is an initiative of the university to be able to support entrepreneurs around the world. And so we run annual global challenges to be able to do this. And we work with industry who have specific goals that they're working to meet. And then we work with youth that are the people on the ground that have the absolutely incredible ideas, right? And need support to be able to implement these ideas. And that support looks like funding. So we can help work with industry to be able to catalyze funding to go towards youth on the ground and in their communities to be able to apply innovation and technology in a way that maybe their opportunities are not quite there yet. And so MIT has the ability to bridge a lot of gaps between industry and youth, because that can be a really difficult there's a lot of barriers to access when it comes to that, especially if there's youth on the ground that are 15, 16 years old, incredibly passionate, have a solution that fits in to their community, and maybe it's solar, right? They're seeing their community members, their relatives struggle and need additional access to energy. And so they have creative ideas of how to implement solar in their communities. And what they need to be able to do that is resources and funding. So MIT Solve can help bridge that gap between those two things.
Thank you, Katie. So as a master student, I also have a really strong feelings about the gap between our education and the industry. So it's really good to hear that higher education is trying to fill the gap so our youth can fit it into the society and into this climate action faster and get ready to contribute ourselves. So as I think we are running out of time, so I have to bring this roundtable discussion to a close. I'm truly heartened by the insights and perspectives shared by our distinguished guests today. I think our deliberations have underscored a fundamental truth that enterprises, higher education, and also youth, we have to work together to make everything works in the right path. I think this is equal to the slogan of COP28, Unite, Act, and Deliver. So together, let's continue to champion the empowerment of youth, for in their hands lies the promise for a brighter and more sustainable tomorrow. Once again, thank you for your attendance at the roundtable discussion, and I would like to invite you to have a group photo here. Thank you so much.